pristine condition. It is gorgeous. You know, the scratches like right there, and maybe a couple. Hey guys, welcome back to LS Vintage Design. I'm Lisa. I hope you're having an amazing day. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about taking vintage items and repurposing them into items that you may use more in today's lifestyle than the vintage item was meant to be, if that makes sense. So the first one we're going to start with is this one, but before I tell you other ways to use it, guys, this thing is in pristine condition. It is gorgeous, it's bright, it's shiny, and it really wants to go to a new home. There's a few little minor, the scratches like right there, and maybe a couple more, but it's in really excellent shape to be as old as it is. It's from the 60s, and Easter and Mother's Day are right around the corner, and how gorgeous would this be at a family celebration? Also, summer's coming, and we're going to be doing tea party picnics outside. This might make an appearance on our tablescape. So before you just write it off as something you wouldn't use as is, a chip and dip bowl, think about Mother's Day, Easter, the summer, get-togethers, barbecues, and all of that. But after all of that, if you're still like, it just doesn't fit my life, I wouldn't use it. Okay, I get that. How about a planter? You could put a larger plant here, a smaller plant here. It would look gorgeous. You could also use it. You could also separate them if you wanted to. I think the stacked planter, though, is really cool. It gives it a different look, something you don't see all the time. So that's something neat that you could do with this. Now, I'm going to show you this. This isn't in my shop, but you see these a lot, and that is vintage ashtrays, okay? And these are so cool. A lot of them are from places that don't exist anymore, or maybe they have phone numbers that are the old phone numbers, like 2 digits, then 4 digits or 5 digits. It's really cool, and it's preserving a piece of history. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't smoke, that's awful. Okay, I get that. But don't look at it as what it was, especially ashtrays. Look at it as what it could be. And one, it could just be a conversation piece, honestly, because they are so awesome. If you look at the graphics on this one and what it's talking about, it's really cool, okay? But also, my husband uses these on the dresser to catch change, his wallet, that sort of thing. So that would be a great use for men or women. Also, you could put hangers on the back and hanging them on the wall. Like this ashtray actually has a story on the back of it too. So you could hang these on the wall and be preserving a piece of history as well. Okay guys, a couple of more ideas. It doesn't have to be with things I have in my shop. It could be with any vintage item. I'm just trying to give you ideas of, I'm trying to give you ways to look at vintage items differently, because maybe their original purpose doesn't suit you. But if you look at them and you're thinking, oh, that could actually be this or this, that's perfect. A lot of times people don't think it's okay to use something for a purpose it wasn't meant for, but it totally is, especially if it's going to save it. So anyway, back to this could also be this great vintage Starbucks mug. It could be a candle, okay? It could be a gift basket for a friend. If you have a friend that loves coffee, get some other stuff, put it in here, tie it up, but you have an automatic gift. Like I said, you could make it a candle. It could be a vase. A nice floral arrangement could be made in it. So there's a lot of ways to use it, and you probably have more than I do, okay? This is a Tupperware veggie tray. Again, this was this with Easter, Mother's Day coming, with summer right around the corner, with all these fun tea party picnics that we're going to be throwing. That's coming soon. So there's so many uses coming up for this, you know, by the pool, by the lake, in that camper. It's a great use, guys. But say, that's not for me. Okay, maybe you want to keep your veggies in it. You could keep your pieces of pie in it. You could get a store-bought already cut pie, put them in here, store it, and have it ready to go to that family function. So don't look at it as just the food that it was meant to do either. Think outside the box. Pie, pizza, sandwiches, just tons of things, okay? But if none of that interests you, this could also be a jewelry holder. You could put earrings and rings in these. Be great for that. Also great for makeup. You could put, no, let me think. Also great for makeup. You could put eyeliners, lip liners, lipsticks. You could put concealers. You could put foundation. It's deep enough. You could put sponges. So it's deep enough for all that too. So just something to think about. Now again, with summer picnics, family get-togethers, all that coming up, these would be great to hold those little thin paper plates and eat on, because that's their original purpose. These would also be cute to make floral arrangements on for summer, and you could hang them on a door. You could put them in the centerpiece of a table. They could be a centerpiece on a table. Also, the one I think these would be cool for is to make a headboard out of them. In fact, I may do that just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. And then I'll find some more to sell to you. But these would make an amazing headboard. Also, stick with me. If you get some curtain hooks and attach them with some pretty luxurious thick ribbon across the top, you could make a really cool doing front and back. Oh, you can't see that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can, I'm sure. You could do a front and a back, all the way across, and make a really fun, funky, different type of curtain for a window or valance, whatever you call those, a valance, okay? These would also be cute if you painted them. You could put pictures in there. It could be of family members. It could be of whatever, and use them on the wall. Also, these go great just natural on a gallery wall with your photographs and other items. So gallery wall customized for a certain room. Headboards, curtains, or for their intended use as paper plate holders. Lots of uses, guys. Lots of uses. And I have a lot of these. Like I said, I may end up showing you those because I kind of really want to do a headboard out of those. So we'll see. We'll see. So when you are out, like I said, and you're looking at vintage and you see something and you're like, oh, I really love that. I love maybe the shape of it, maybe the color, you know, maybe, I don't know, just the era, the period it was from, but you don't have a use for it. Okay, that's good. But you love it so much. What could you use it for? Because I will tell you this. If you see a vintage piece out and you really love it and you bring it home and you stick it in a corner, eventually you're going to donate it because maybe you don't use it as it was intended, right? You tried, it just doesn't work. So instead of paying for it, bring it home and then donating it, when you're in the store, think, what could that be besides what I'm looking at? Because if you go into the mindset that it can be 50 things versus just one thing, and if it could be more something that's in tune, in style with what you're living, you know, how you're living now, that's better. That is better. And of course, I have a website. It's down below. You can always go subscribe to my website. I will do a lot of these videos about how to restyle different things. You can always message me if you have a question, of course, you know, and ask. So anyway, I hope you're all having an amazing day. All my information, TikTok, Instagram, my other YouTube channels, everything's down below. So be sure and check those out as well. Thanks for being here today, guys. And Saturday, I moved it to Saturday. I'm really going to try to have a cooking vintage up. So I hope to see you then. Pristine condition. It is gorgeous. You know, the scratches like right there, and maybe